So, anybody ever wonder what it sounds like to shoot a suppressed rifle indoors? Well, I figured we'll do that. We're inside my gunsmith shop, and I'm going to shoot through my wall. Everything's been cleared out there, and I'm shooting at a downward angle into what's actually a backstop back there. It's actually the shooting range back there, and so this is all orchestrated and everything's cool. This is a 22 long rifle is what this is, and I'm running Remington subsonic rounds, and the suppressor it's on here is actually, it's a 30 caliber suppressor. It's a Varmiter 2.0. They've actually got their 3.0 out now by Mac Brothers, and so it is a 30 cal can, and no, I did not muzzle sweep myself. It's a 30 cal can, and but it works really good on 22 long. So we're going to shoot the ghoul right down there, and I've already shot one. We wanted to make sure that we had all of our angles right, and where I'm actually going to be aiming at for the red dot is going to be about where the line of his nose right there, because of bore offset. I'll be aiming about right here, and my round will go somewhere right in there. That just will illustrate bore offset. So let's shoot around. There we go. Not too loud. Wow, look at that one. That round. I haven't run this Remington subsonic that much out of this. I've run some, a number of other ones, a lot of federal stuff, but I'm going to have to check the accuracy of this Remington out there, because that one hit a good bit higher. That one just hit right here, and the other one hit right there, and so that's kind of interesting that we got that much of a difference on there. Huh? Pretty neat. Either way, you get the idea. It's pretty quiet, and running like 300 blackout or any of the rounds that are designed to be suppressed, you can run them indoors suppressed, and it is so much more pleasant. And why would you run or shoot a gun indoors? Well, if you're having to protect yourself, if you've ever shot a high-powered rifle indoors without hearing protection, man, is it loud. And if you're in a dynamic situation, you may not have time to put on Ear Pro and all that crap. So running the suppressor on there allows you to do your business and not injure your children, injure your wife, yourself, from the concussion from that muzzle blast. Once you have fired, think about this: if you fired and that guy goes away, runs away, to hide someplace. Well, if you hit him or you didn't, if you fired a high-powered rifle or a handgun or anything like that, unsuppressed indoors, you're not going to be able to hear that person as you go through your house to try and clear the house, look for them, or even as you get yourself barricaded into your safe room or your room or whatever with your children. You're not really, nowhere are they going to be able to hear someone approaching the bedroom door or whatever it is. Whatever your system is, you should have some plan. And so really look into getting a suppressor. A lot of people talk about, well, I don't want to be on a list. You're on a list. If you're watching this video and you're into this stuff, you're on a list. It doesn't matter. It's $200 to own the suppressor, and you set up a trust, a gun trust. I recommend guys over at 199trust.com. Cost you about $100 to set up that trust, and that streamlines everything. And the most important thing about doing the trust versus owning it as an individual is you get your paperwork and you get your stamp, ergo you get your suppressor back months sooner than if you do it as an individual. And nowadays suppressor prices have come way down. Depending on what it is you're needing, you can pick up a suppressor for $300, $400. I recommend that you go ahead, if you're going to be shooting it on anything other than a 22 long, or if you've got rifles that you might want to suppress or whatever, just get a 30 caliber high-powered rifle suppressor. That way you can run it on anything from 300 Win Mag on down, just like what I'm doing with this. You realistically, if you get a suppressor that's designed for your handgun, the thing with that is that you look at your handgun here, your suppressor, even a small one's going to stick out to there. There is no way for you to holster that effectively and run it. So getting a dedicated suppressor for your handgun, it's just not worth it for your first suppressor. I recommend getting a 30 caliber high-powered rifle suppressor. That way you can run on anything, and then as you test it out on different rifles and handguns and whatever you have, if you have something in particular that you decide, man, I really like shooting that suppressed, well then you have that particular gun, say it's 22 long. Well, you can turn around and buy another suppressor for that as your second suppressor. You can get one for a 22 long only, and you're talking about $300, $200 to the government for your tax stamp for it. Your trust is already set up, and you're golden. Right now, it's taking anywhere from 2 to 4 months for your paperwork to come back from a trust. Get your tax stamp and everything. So, highly recommend it. Talk to the guys at 199trust.com. Make sure you tell them that Mace at TDC Tactical told you to go by there, just so he knows where where the business is coming from. And then, if you guys have any questions that I can answer for you, go ahead, ask them. I'd appreciate it if you guys would check out our website and our Facebook page as well. Website is tdctactical.com, and our Facebook is, of course, your facebook.com Team KLR Defensive Concepts, or you can look up my name, Mace Ward, and check us out. We're a full-service gunsmith shop. We do everything from machine work, coatings. We do it all. We got a lot of stuff. Couple little things. We do carrier lightning in-house. This is one of our carriers that the machine work is pretty much done, and it's getting ready to get coated. We've got a new coating that we're doing on these that nobody in the market has. And not only do we coat our carriers, but we coat the inside of the uppers that they ride on. And so you have two like coatings riding on each other, and you get a far superior setup. We also do some things where we lock our carriers to our buffers. It just ends up making the rifle run a lot smoother. There's a lot of things we do. We can really help you out, and check us out. We'll be more than happy to help you out. And talk to you later.